I am very excited to have my next guest join us. She's from right here in the Bay Area. She just dropped a brand new EP called I'm Allergic to Dogs. It is Remi Wolf. Remi, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I love this Zoom call right now because it's like you're a news reporter on location and you're ready to give me the spiel. Where are you and what is the scene going on right now?
I'm in Petaluma right now. I'm on a dairy farm, actually. Just out here kind of chilling. Yeah, there's some cows behind me. I don't know if you can see them, but they're over there.
That's crazy. Is this where you've been quarantining or at least spending part of your time?
Yeah, I've been up here for the past 2 months, and I'm just writing. I'm kind of starting on a new album, new project, and I've been out here writing with a couple people, and yeah, just working, expressing my deepest, darkest thoughts.
Now, do you have family there? Because obviously we take pride in the fact that you're from the Bay originally and from Palo Alto. So do you have family in Petaluma or is this your second home?
I don't have family up here, actually. I have family in the Bay. My grandparents live out in San Rafael, but I'm kind of up here. It's kind of like a retreat / Airbnb situation / writing situation. So I'm just kind of temporarily out here. I don't have a house right now, actually. Quarantine kind of was a little crazy for me. So I just parked myself up here for a second until I move back to Los Angeles.
I see. So how have you been dealing with all this and what is the routine or do you do anything in particular for self-care?
Yeah, I do. I've been doing a lot of therapy, a lot of meditation, a lot of songwriting that keeps me pretty in check and just connected with the universe in some sort of way. I honestly haven't been watching that much news to just keep myself sane, because at the beginning of quarantine, I was listening to the news every day and I was just tripping out. I'm dealing as much as everybody else is dealing with my, I have my vices and my ways of dealing with all this that can sometimes be very unhealthy. Like for the first 3 months of quarantine was, I was in my room, just isolated a lot, not doing a lot of work, sitting around. I had a puppy, so that kept me a little busy. And now I got him at the beginning of the quarantine, and now he's like 7 months. His name's Juno. He's such a good, I just love him. He's such a good dog. Yeah, I don't know if I trained him that well, but he seems to be pretty well behaved. I think maybe, I don't know if it was me that made that happen or just kind of his genes or something. I don't know.
Dogs are supposed to take after or reflect their owner's personalities. So maybe that also describes you, somewhat well-behaved.
Somewhat well-behaved and maybe a little neurotic and a little needy.
You need to be pet and loved.
Yeah.
So one of the big things about you is the fact that you had performed the very first drive-in show in LA back in June. It made the news and all that stuff. And so, looking back at it now, how do you feel about it? And were you nervous? And do you feel like, man, what was I thinking? Because when you're in the moment, you just want to charge ahead.
Right. Yeah, I was really nervous, actually. I was nervous it was going to be horrible and it wasn't going to be fun for anybody involved, and the sound was going to be bad and I wasn't going to sound good because I hadn't performed in 5 months. But it actually ended up being so fun and really awesome, and I just ended up it was in a parking lot, so it gave me a lot of room to just run through the cars, and people who weren't as concerned about COVID kind of stuck their hands.
Oh man.
and I was like high-fiving people. It was really fun. And there wasn't like as much pressure and like rigidity as a normal live show where you have like a time frame and well, I did have a time frame, but like it was my headline show, so I felt like there's kind of a lot of freedom with it in a weird way. And it ended up going so like way better than I expected, actually. And I think it was really worth it. Just to like give people something to do. Like at that point, like everything was very shut down. So just giving people something to do and giving myself something to do felt good. And I felt pretty connected to people for given the situation.
I only caught clips of it that they showed online and whatnot, so it gave me a taste of what we could have expected here at Outside Lands in San Francisco. We were really excited to see you, and
Well,
now we got to wait.
I know. It's the fact that I'm on that lineup is like such an honor for me. Like it's my home festival, so I am just patiently waiting the day for that to happen. I'm so stoked.
There's some artists, and I think you may be one of them, where you also take the live performance into consideration during the early phases of creating music as well. And being a very active performer as you are on stage, how difficult is it, or do you still try to consider those things making music right now?
Right now, I'm not really paying attention to that as much. Like, I think that will come once I start getting in the studio more and actually producing stuff out a lot more, because I don't have very much equipment up here right now. But right now, I'm really like focused on kind of I'm writing a lot of poetry, and I'm trying to improve my lyricism, and I'm really focusing on the song. Like, I'm trying to write the best song I can, which has always kind of been my focus, but like really stripping it down to just me and a guitar really puts a lot of focus on the words and the melody and the chords, like the just the basics. And it's cool. It's really pushing me to kind of look at things in a different way.
We are so proud of you here in the Bay. We can't wait to see you at Outside Lands.
Thank you.
Just kill it on that stage. You know that I'm going to be right at the fence there, and I'll be jumping up and down, and I'll try to give you a high five with 4 layers of gloves on.
Well, I'll find you. We'll match up. Damn.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Good to meet you.